The days are getting shorter, the air is getting crisper, the leaves are falling, and autumn has finally arrived. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, I'm Mand. So today's video, we are going to dive into some decks that I feel fit that autumnal feel, that kind of fit between summer and Samhain. So these aren't necessarily just like Halloween October decks, because I know that kind of falls under its own category, but I feel like these are some great decks to dive into for that autumn feel. So if you're new here, hi, as I said, I'm Mand. I cover all things tarot and oracle card related, spirituality, finding magic in the mundane, and just finding glimmers as I go through life. So if that's your jam, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you part of the family here. We're pretty awesome if you do ask me. And yeah, get comfy cozy, and we shall discuss some decks that I feel fit that autumn feel. So also, I forgot to mention that these are just the oracle decks that I feel fit that autumn feel, and then I'll do a separate video for the tarot. The first one we're going to talk about is an itty bitty tiny one, and it's Avalon Magic by Rose and Sarah and illustrated by Nadia Turner, and this is a Rockpool Publishing. Now I know there's like loads of these like little mini decks. I only have this one, so this is the inside on how to use the cards, and I feel like this just fits so well when it comes to, one second, can you guys see that? Okay, kind of, but anyway, we're focusing in on the cards. But these are fantastic because, as you can see, we have the image on the front, but it has like a little bit of information on the back, or like a, what's the word I'm looking for, just a message on the back. So I wouldn't say it was the most intuitive deck. If you looked at the image, you'd be like, I'm assuming this is like authority. Yeah, be fierce, be brave, you know, so you could, yes, use it, but I don't know, there's just something very autumn feel about this deck. And it's so dainty and it's so cute, but it just fits so beautifully for that autumn feeling. Again, each one of them has like a message on the back, which is really nice, especially if you want something small to pop into your handbag. Okay, so the next deck we have is, and this is in no particular order here, I have like a couple of decks beside me, but the Urban Crow Oracle by MJ Cullinan. This is Hay House, I believe. Yeah, Hay House. That's the back. And this, I feel, I don't know, at the moment I feel like I have lots of crows that have been just chilling out in the garden and have been calling and popping in. But there's just something very autumnal about this. It's very much that whole breaking away of summer, kind of getting into them darker days, you know, we don't have as much sunlight as we do in spring and summer, and this kind of touches upon, like, we get lots of rain, there's so much rain here in Ireland, so it really does touch upon that, even the weather aspect of it, so you do get that feel. It just fits really nicely into the atmosphere that we get in autumn here in Ireland especially, but even for winter, that this is a kind of very dark deck in the sense that it touches upon topics that I don't feel like a lot of oracle decks will touch upon, and that's not a bad thing either, but I know it's not for everyone. But I like the way this fits into that autumn, especially if you work with your decks seasonally, like I know I do. I definitely tend to gravitate towards decks that fit that energy, that vibe. So I wouldn't necessarily reach for this in spring or summer. So do one more. Of course, this one is going to fit in perfectly. If you were to pick a deck out of the whole lot, I suppose Seasons of the Witch is probably a good lot. What is that? Oh my goodness. We carry on. Oh, I love this series. I swear I love this so much. I love all the different colored edges. I mean, look at that. Oh my god. I want a pumpkin in that shiny orange. Oh, I love it. Anyway. So, of course, this fits in absolutely perfect because it hits around the autumn equinox. And, of course, it has all them autumn feels, all the different things that you might want to work with in autumn. Have a sip of whiskey if you must. And just, it fits into it. I mean, a lot of us will probably be drinking more tea. I'm a coffee person, but that's just personally me. You know, obviously we're harvesting all the root vegetables, so, you know, there's a far more influx of them. Darkness falls, of course. Scarecrows, of course, they're there as well. And campfires, I don't know how many campfires. You won't be doing them here. Reaper. You know, a lot of us are spending more time doing our crafty stuff because, you know, things are slowing down. It's not as busy. Summer is extremely busy. Witches gathering. Yes, please. Tell me when and where. You know, harvest. I just, this is beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. Tobacco. Harvest moon, you know, so it really does touch upon that lovely autumn feel, the way we're going into kind of not a sense of decay, but like obviously summer's being put to rest, and, you know, earth is kind of getting ready for autumn, and then winter where it's going to rest completely, and then, you know, it's rejuvenated for spring to come around. Then, you know, it's that constant cycle. All right, another one is a Compendium of Witches Oracle, and I'm trying to see, is this a low Scarabeo? Yeah, a low Scarabeo deck. Beautiful. This is a beautiful one. It's not one I work with a whole pile at the same time. The guidebook is fantastic as well, in the sense that it's small and mighty, obviously, because low Scarabeo covers all different languages as well. But I'm trying to see now, where does our English end here? So like our English guidebook is pretty much this much. So it's small, it's mighty, it's good, it's grand, it'll do. Do you know that kind of way? Sometimes less is more. And these are the backs. I'm loving this green. I love this green. But this is kind of made up of two. So you have like the pictures with the white background, and then you have more people. So I feel like objects and animals are on the white background ones, and then the people are on the full size ones. And there you go, autumn. And so I suppose this taps into the different archetypes that, you know, might be within one's. Even for ancestral work, actually, as I'm looking at this might be pretty good. Or past life work. It's quite a gorgeous deck, and it's one that I don't reach for a whole pile, but now when I bring it out and look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I really should. Even especially if you're into reading like fantasy books, I feel like this would be a great one as well, to kind of get that imagery of a character maybe, or their personality. So you get the idea anyway. Okay, the next one, you can put it in for Halloween too, but I had to include it, the Solitary Witch Oracle. This is a Blue Angel, by the way. First of all, this is a Blue Angel publication. This is the backs. I have a sticker stuck to the back of it. Okay. Do as you must, I suppose. It is... Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. I love it. I would literally frame the images on this. The backs are just backs. I don't really care for the backs. I don't think they're overly bad either. I think they suit the deck as it is. It doesn't need to be intricate, which I appreciate too. But it's the cards. You see, this is what we're paying attention to. It's the images that are being portrayed, and I feel like this just fits. Now this can fit all year round because it does touch upon all the seasons that a witch goes through or might celebrate. Love it. I just love this so much. I mean, is the artwork alone just not dreamy? I mean, wow. I love it. I really love it so much. And the cardstock is so good. I love Blue Angel cardstock. And so again, it kind of goes through all the seasons. I just get lost in this. I really don't have any other words, to be honest. Just the fact that you get lost in this artwork. And I feel like even for altar cards, this would be a great one. Especially maybe you might want to draw just one card. We'll just say, for example, here, this one's picking up. So the comforts of friendship. Maybe you want to put it up on your desk here. Or you have like a little card holder. And then it's something that reminds you to, get out, connect with your friends. Go for a coffee, take a break. Life isn't supposed to be continuously participating in the rat race, right? It's not meant to be productive. You need that period of rest also. Sticking with the Blue Angel team, I also thought this would be a really nice one to dive into for the autumn. Sacred Mothers and Goddesses Oracle, another Blue Angel. And this is the back. So no, color palette wise, does it fit with the autumn? No, not really. I love the backs on these though, I have to admit. They're definitely really nice. Again, I love that Blue Angel cardstock. It just holds up so beautifully. The only thing with Blue Angel is their decks are massive. I struggle to shuffle that. It might not look like it, but I promise you my hands are stretching. I'm like, okay, it's a bit too much for me. But why I love this. There's other ways to shuffle it. I can work around it. I'm trying not to get flagged here on YouTube. Okay, no, we're okay. So we'll just stick with these because I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but boobs and bums ain't it. Okay, fine. Grand. Understood. So Sacred Mothers and Goddesses. I feel like a lot of people might want to tune into that whole, again, sacred feminine energy and to dive into a more softer and intuitive way of being, maybe getting to know different deities and goddesses and wanting to kind of harness that energy for autumn and for the upcoming months as well. Oh, I love this hero card. Like, oh. Plus the images are beautiful on this. These are great little altar cards as well. But if you just wanted to work with a specific goddess or mother, then this might be a great one as well for you to just kind of dive in and then have your guidebook. The guidebooks on these are phenomenal, and maybe do your own expansive journaling then on it as well. And last but certainly not least, I'm sure a lot of you are probably like, man, we kind of expected this deck to be here and it's not. Was it this one? Was it the Herbal Astrology? Were you thinking, man, we know you have this deck. Where is it? Well, here it is. Here it is. So this is another Hay House publication. I love this. This is definitely an autumn deck for me. I do not reach for this until autumn rolls around. Let's be honest. I don't know how long this is around, but for as far as I'm concerned, it's around forever. And I only reach for it in autumn. No, you could totally reach for it throughout the year. I probably have, but I just definitely feel like, look at these backs. Chef's kiss. These do suit better, personally, in my own opinion, for autumn. Because the colour palette is that beautiful greens, browns, muted reds, oranges, yellows. Everything is muted, right? It's just muted colours. It's stunning. And of course, if you want to dive into herbs and astrology, then it's another great deck. Or if you're just like me and you really like the images, then that's how we work with it too. I can't say I learned much astrology nor herbs off it. I have a rough knowledge of herbs. Not great, but enough. I mean, don't be bringing me to the forest and going, man, can I eat that? I don't know. Is it dangerous? Couldn't tell you. You know, probably best not try it. But listen, who am I to tell you what to do? You're your own person. So, you know, take it with an air of caution here when walking in the forest and you see something that you think is edible. Okay? That would be my take on it. But I love this. It's great. And it works with many different tarot decks as well. Oh my god. The Last of Us. No. I haven't even watched season 2, you guys. Sorry, I'm gone off on a tangent here. I haven't even watched season 2. I can't, because I know I've played the game. I've seen other people play the second game and I can't cope with it. I just can't. Nope. I'm not putting myself through that heartbreak. No thanks. It's just, anyway. Get back on topic, man. It's brilliant. It's a fabulous deck. I feel if you were, I mean, look at this. We'll stay looking at this until I'm done talking, which won't be long. But I feel like if you really just wanted to condense it down and go, oh, I don't know which one, I would highly recommend the Herbal Astrology and probably Seasons of the Witch Mabon. At least you kind of have a feel of both, which is, I feel like they fall beautifully within the autumn vibe category for Oracle decks. So, my lovelies, that is the end of today's video. I hope it was informative, that you enjoyed it, that it might help you bring out maybe some decks you do have, or pick some decks that maybe you don't have. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And remember, stay magical, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.